What up guys, welcome to Lightning Show, and today we're doing a Grand Theft Auto Online Money Making Guide Part 7. If you haven't seen Part 1 to 6 yet, links will be in the annotation above, description below, or at the outro at the end. And today we're going to be working on survival. For all 6 survival maps, I'm going to be showing you the best spots, or the spots that I use. And hopefully it'll help you out, because I still play survival and I still see people running around dying before it's round 10. And that's really dumb, because there's really a set amount of spots you can enter. But I know it's been patched after the 1.05 patch, so I'm going to be showing you the after patch version. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's get started. The first map I'm going to show you is Boneyard. But before we get into any spots, I want to show you that the garage spot from the past has been patched. You can no longer get in there and hide underneath the car. I don't know why they did this. It was a really good spot. It wasn't that much overpowered, but then again, you can shoot outside with them shooting at you. But if your teammate goes down, they can just rush in. So I guess patching that spot is balanced, but I don't know why they would do that, because it's still somewhat, hard to survive in it once you're the last person, of course. So the first spot I'm gonna show you is actually the most obvious spot. Well, I wouldn't say it's the most used spot. It's only the most used to people who can think. And it's inside the warehouse. And inside the warehouse, there's, as you can see, there's boxes over there and boxes where I'm at right now. And what you want to do is station your character at one of these boxes and your teammate to the back end of the boxes. If you're playing solo, I wouldn't advise you to do this, because if they spawn at the opposite end, you will get taken out. But if you have teammates and one of y'all watching east side, all you have to do is actually just pop your head out and kill people as they rush towards you. And you don't even have to pop your head out. You can just do the auto fire thing, where you just use your hand to shoot outside. But really, that's all you have to do, and it's really simple. As long as no one gets past you or your teammate, then the people behind you, the people behind you will be completely safe. The next spot I'm going to show you is actually a hiding spot, where if you have to go AFK, the enemy won't touch you as long as your teammate is alive and doing their work, and killing people. But it is actually in this little garage thing right here, and all you have to do is hide behind the red car. And notice, enemy will not go towards you until your teammate starts to not kill people. And if they don't do that, then they'll just rush in front of you, and they won't flank you from the side. The only thing that actually hits you is the helicopter, or if you pop your head out too much. And it's a really good spot if you're a chill back player, you're like a backup player, you don't want to rush out too much, or you're low on health. So this spot will really help you, but just watch out for helicopters, because they can shoot through the cracks on the roof or to the side, and they will kill you. The last place you can hide in is probably the dumpster, as you can see. Now the only weakness here is actually when you lean up to shoot, you're actually really exposed. So what you want to do is shoot without aiming. So it's kind of hard to aim like that at first, but eventually you get used to it, because the bullet pattern goes in one direction that you're looking, and so you can just aim around. Eventually you get a feel for it, and it should be an easy kill. The next map is the industrial plant, and it's not that good, let me be honest with you, for solo players. But if you have a team, it should be very effective. If you're playing solo or with a team, you should always have a guy on these crates right here, and have people surround him and protect him. The formation is up to you, because there's so much covers around you, and so just make sure that they're watching the right side and the left side, while the guy up top provides support for whoever needs help, and he takes out the helicopter, because the guy on the ground is kind of what you call exposed. And so make sure you station a guy around here as well, covering the middle, watching the far right side, and because he can take out a lot of enemies before they go over there, so they won't be overwhelmed, and they won't spawn right in front of your face. But the only thing you need to know is you shouldn't overextend too much and have like one guy at the opposite end of the map. Make sure you cluster close together, and the farthest I say you should be is really that crate where I just showed you. And that's pretty much how you survive this map. The next map that we are going to be doing is Process. And Process is a map where it's kind of easy to camp in, because there's so many spots you can hide, but I'm just going to show you the best spot in my opinion. The first spot and the second spot is very close to each other, and they're both inside this warehouse right next to each other. And the first spot is behind this little dumpster right here. And behind this little dumpster, you're gonna have a lot of cover. And the only time you have to worry about it is when they flank you to the side right here. But normally you can just pop up and shoot people like I'm doing right now, and let the auto aim take it work, because you're gonna need the auto aim most of the time to predict where people is going to come to you at. So let the auto aim do most of the work, and just watch out for this little entrance right here, because they can go in. But this spot is very good nevertheless, and if you have teammates just in the other spot, it takes a lot of pressure off of you. And so we're gonna jump to the next spot. So the next spot is literally the warehouse right next to this spot, and just run across and go into the warehouse, but don't do what I'm doing, go mid round, especially in the later rounds. And it's behind these cars right here, and when you're behind these cars and dumpsters, you got a lot of cover. All you gotta do is pop your head out whenever enemies try to kill you, and it's very convenient, especially if you have like 3 people, 2 people here protecting you and helping you out. But nevertheless, this is a really good spot. Unfortunately, you can't look over this trash can, but you can go behind this little van and you can shoot out from this van, and it's very, very useful. And I feel like T-Mart showing you all these spots. The last spot I have for you is right across from the hiding spot I just showed you. And all you gotta do is go up the stairs, and you're behind a building. And as you see, I'm going up the stairs, and when you get behind the building, make sure you don't pop your head out too much when you're shooting people, because this is the perfect vantage point to protect both the first and second hiding spot if your teammates are in there. And this gives you a really, really good point of view of the whole entire map. And if something comes, like a car or something comes, the only weakness this spot really has is the helicopters, because you know helicopters going to shoot down at you like crazy. And that's why if you have teammates, it'll be much easier if they take it down and you just take out the infantry that's coming right at you. Again, guys, use this spot carefully and just don't have too many people up here, because you're gonna get taken out by helicopters, or all the pressure is gonna be right on you in one spot, and that's really bad because it's still really open. But you have a good overwatch, and you can just duck back if you need to take cover like I am. All right, now we're going on to the next map. The next map we're going to do is called Railyard, and Railyard is one of the maps that's been heavily patched, because if you remember correctly, it used to be that if you can go on the roof, you're completely safe from helicopters and everything. We're not completely safe from helicopters, but you'll be safe for quite a bit. But there's still one part of the roof you can still get up to, and it is the little middle connecting part. And what you want to do is climb up these crates towards the end, but don't do what I just did and just fell horribly and fall in the crack. And just climb up, and it's gonna say get back in the map, because you know they patched it. It used to be that you can get up here and take out all the enemies and don't have to worry about anything. I guess you can just rotate back and forth inside the map, but it's not really useful because you have a time limit. So what you want to do is go straight a little bit, and you see where that little connecting building is? This is not patched, because you really don't get that much action up here, especially if your teammate is gonna go into the square formation. I'll explain that in just a little bit. But if your teammate is like covering you and everything, you're not gonna get that much action. But it's a perfect place for you to take cover from the infantry and worry about the helicopter, as I'm doing. And it's just a perfect place for if you need like a breather, someone need a breather, you want to rotate the little formation. And the formation I'm talking about is what I like to call the square formation. What is the square formation that I'm doing, you may ask? Well, if you look carefully on the mini-map, my team is completely going in a square. As you can see, there's one guy in front of me, so he's watching the top left. And I stationed the guy on the top right, so both the top left and the top right guys are actually taking out any enemies that comes from in front. And the top bottom right guy is actually back up to the top left guy. As you can see, I'm back up to this guy, and the other guy is back up to the top right guy. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, so just look at the map real quick. I'm gonna pause it. As you can see, I'm supporting the guy in front of me, while the other guy on the opposite end he's really far out, but he has the guy in the back supporting him as well. And that's what I call the square formation. But this formation is only good if you're willing to support each other. And I'm going to show you all the spots that we can do. As you can see, there's a guy right on the bottom where I'm at right now, and if needed to, I can just get off this spot. Instead of watching the little side, I can actually shoot in the front if I go down to that little blue crate right there, as you can see. But that's completely optional. The guy in the front should be fine. The two guys in front are supporting each other, and they're all spawning from the front. So it's up to you how you want to do this. But if you want to stay up here, and I don't want to say do nothing, because you have to watch the side if they spawn. As you can see, they spawn right there. So you don't want to spawn right behind your guys in the front. So just watch it. Stay at this little blue crate right here and watch the front if you have to. Or just don't move up there at all, because you're going to make them spawn like right in front of you, and that's bad. So that's one spot, and you saw the other guy in the front. That's another spot, and the guy supporting the other front guy should be right here, as you can see. One of my teammates right here, and the last guy is in the little, I don't know what you call this, the little train. It's like a little train dumpster thing, and he's hiding here and he's shooting people, as you can see, and it's very safe and helpful, because you can't get shot from either side, and it's very convenient. Well, that's it for this map. We're going on to Sandy Spring Survival. For this map, I'm not going to show you any spots because it's very common, and you should all know the spots by now. I'm sure there's other YouTube video going over all the spots, but I'm giving you like one of the best strategies to survive around 20, and it's really quick. What you want to do is go ahead and find where it says Chinese food. And after you find the Chinese food or Chinese restaurant, what you want to do is climb over the wall, and there should be a dumpster, as you can see my buddy Chris right here is using. And every time you would shoot, you would just pop your head up, and it's very convenient, because you're not exposed whatsoever unless you pop your head out there for a long time. And notice, only one guy can do it at a time. So if you have 3 people, remember to station the guy at this door right here, because they will rush through the door and kill the guy on the dumpster like it was nothing. So make sure you station one guy at the door right here, and this guy will support this other guy, as you can see in a couple of seconds. The roof right next to the dumpster, as you can see, if you remember from the last video, I told you to get on the little roof and duck down whenever you need to. The guy on this roof is not actually in the most danger, but he is also in a really good position to shoot the people spawning in front. But as you can see, you're really exposed, especially from the right side. However, you and the guy in the front should be killing so easily, and they should be spawning like so slow that it should not really be a problem until the helicopter comes. And the job for this guy also as well is to watch the back for car and vehicle, and that's why I said the guy who's watching the door and this guy right here is going to be watching for a lot of cars, because they can flank you and they can take you out pretty easy. Alright, so remember guys, for this map you need 3 people, at least 3 people, and y'all are just watching each other's sides and back. And if you do this, you should be very successful. And I actually got the most money from doing this with my friends, because it was just so easy, because people can't shoot you through the fence. And I hope you enjoy this map, because we're moving on to the last map, Sawmill. So Sawmill is probably my least favorite map. I don't even play on it that much, because there's a lot of cover, yes, but it's just not what you call it. It just doesn't flow that well. I guess you can get people to camp in the front right here and watch each side, but it's not gonna be very effective when you start noticing they spawn behind you. So the best hiding spot for this place is actually in the back. As you can see, you can go in it from the inside as well, but I went through the back because I was exploring the map. As you can see, all you gotta go down this little belt right here, and just get your people to camp, or like just in the front right here, and get one guy watching the side in the back. As you can see, just get one guy watching somewhere right there. I have a teammate over there already, so I don't have to worry. But just make sure you camp on the belt, and it's actually very convenient, because if you're getting hurt, you can just back off, and when you're healed up, all you gotta do is rush towards them, and that's pretty much it. As you can see, I'm taking them out with ease here, taking cover with the belt itself. So that's really the best thing you can do on this map. You could go to the front and hide where the storage is, but I don't advise that, because if your teammates are spread out or your teammates all cramped up in one position, then you're gonna have a bad time, because they're gonna be rushing you from every direction, and you don't want that. So I hope you enjoyed this guide, guys. I know it's a little bit late in GTA's life, but you know, with all the patches and everything, they nerfed a lot of spots, and I just came here to give you the best spots that I could. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like this video, like it, comment if you have any questions, subscribe to my channel if you truly like my content, and we'll see you next time on the Lightning Show, guys. Thanks for watching.